Welcome, class. Today, we're starting an important topic, companies as legal entities. This topic is foundational to understanding how businesses operate within a legal structure. We'll explore what a company is, how the law views it, and why understanding these legal principles is critical for anyone managing or starting a business. We'll also discuss key court cases that helped shape modern company law. Let's begin by understanding the term company. The word company is derived from the Latin word companis, which means sharing bread. It originally referred to people who shared a meal, suggesting a group of people coming together for a common purpose. From a legal perspective, a company is a firm or association formed and registered under the Companies Act. It is viewed as an artificial legal entity separate from the individuals who form it. Example, when you register a company under your country's company law, the business is legally recognized as a separate person. You are not the business. The business is not you. This distinction has major implications, especially for liability and legal obligations. Let's talk about this concept of an artificial legal person. A company is created by law, not born like natural persons. Has perpetual succession, meaning it continues to exist even if shareholders or directors die. It can own property, sue or be sued, borrow money, employ people, real life. Example, think about companies like Apple or MTN. The founders may pass on, but the company continues operating. It owns its buildings, signs contracts, and has legal rights. This brings us to the idea of separate legal personality. A company has its own rights and duties, separate from the people who run or own it. In legal terms, the company is treated as a person. This means if the company takes a loan, the owners are not personally responsible. If the company is sued, it must defend itself, not the shareholders. This concept protects shareholders and encourages investment. This principle was cemented in a landmark case, Salomon versus Salomon and Co. Ltd. Mr. Salomon formed a company with 7 members, his wife, and 5 children. He transferred his business to the company and owned almost all the shares. When the company went bankrupt, creditors tried to hold Salomon personally liable. The lower court claimed the company was a sham, a mere front, but the House of Lords overturned the lower court's ruling. They held that the company was validly incorporated. Salomon was not personally liable. The company was a separate legal person from Salomon. The key takeaway is that ownership or control does not affect a company's separate legal identity. Even if you own 100% of your company, the company is still separate from you in the eyes of the law. The Salomon case laid the foundation for modern company law. It confirmed the principle of separate legal personality, provided protection for shareholders against personal liability, encouraged entrepreneurship by limiting financial risk. In essence, this ruling gave life to the concept of limited liability, a cornerstone of business law. Let's look at another important case, Levy Lee's Air Farming Linty, the facts. Mr. Lee owned almost all shares. He appointed himself as the managing director and chief pilot. Sadly, he died in a crash, and his wife sought compensation as his employee. The legal question, can someone be both owner and employee of their company? Ruling, yes. Lee and the company were separate legal entities. The court upheld that he had a contract of employment with the company. His widow was entitled to compensation. Lesson: legal separation allows individuals to wear multiple hats, owner, director, employee, within their own company. In Macora's case, the issue was ownership. Facts: Macora sold timber to his company. He personally insured the timber, not the company. The timber was destroyed by fire. Ruling: Macora had no insurable interest. He didn't own the timber. The company did. Therefore, shareholders do not own company assets. The company owns them. Let's wrap up with some key insights. A company is an artificial legal person. is separate from its shareholders. This provides important benefits: legal protection, limited liability, ability to own property, capacity to enter contracts, right to sue and be sued. Understanding these legal concepts helps you appreciate how companies operate and how you, as future business leaders, can navigate business risks effectively. Think about the questions here. What are the risks and advantages of limited liability for creditors and the general public? Can you think of local businesses where the owners and the business might be the same legal entity, like sole proprietors? What problems can arise? Thanks for watching.